Winning is her priority over family, cheating wife stories, Reddit stories, audio story. At the same time that Aya was swiftly leaving the kitchen, and unwrapping a small pink ticket, a second brilliantly colored ball fell from the enormous basket, and rolled down the steel track to join the first ball. "Why did you fail to inform me that it had begun?" My wife demanded that I purchase a lucky ticket for the Mega Millions lottery every week, and she did so by plopping down on the couch in front of the television and fiddling with her reading glasses. She insisted on watching the drawing live on television every Saturday night, almost without exception. There were very few excuses that were acceptable for her to miss the Saturday night lottery show, and we recorded the show whenever it occurred. Although I am not a lover of the lottery, I am Irish and I enjoy riding horses, so I didn't mind buying Isla's lottery ticket every week. I like to think that I know something about horses, but I was probably kidding myself, sometimes hoping for a huge win. Bets placed on an underdog with odds of 991 or better would be too optimistic for me to consider. The nags probably ended up in a glue factory because I was never lucky enough to get them. In contrast, Isa believed that it was only a matter of time before she won the jackpot in the random number lottery. Unlike betting on horses, where the odds were 991 to 1, the odds of her winning the jackpot were 25 million to 1. When I first met Aya, I thought that she would be a good match for me. However, I was aware that the likelihood of such a shot being successful was extremely low. She was a fiery Scottish girl from Aberdeenshire, and she was more than confident in the verbal skirmishes that occur in everyday life, whether they are with family and friends or with strangers. 3 years into our marriage, I was under the impression that her sole weakness was her desire for wealth and material belongings, which may have been influenced by her Scottish origin on a personal level. My old father used to say, "Inug is like a feast," and I was pleased with having enough money to enjoy the simple pleasures in life, such as having a good crack and a few drinks in the pub with friends or going to the races. I was content with having enough money for these things. Aya, who was sitting on the edge of her chair, did not move her gaze from the television to the piece of paper that she was holding securely in her hand. The level of stress increased as the balls came one after the other, and the numbers that were displayed on the television screen were also increasing. At that moment, she gasped, "Oh my God, Patty," as her eyes widened in astonishment. "You won." "I did." "You won." "I did." "You won." "I did." "First, you need to calm down for a moment." I swiftly stepped in to help. "Aya? I have something that I need to tell you." "No." As soon as she heard the question, she raised herself to her feet. "It is I who has something that I need to share with you. My lotto ticket and my money are both right here in front of me. At this very moment, I am going to leave you and go to Spain to live with Jimmy Rell in a large villa. I will be departing there right away." Stunned, you should not attempt to stop me. I relaxed my posture by leaning back in my chair, keeping my lips open and placing my chin on my chest. As Isa ran out, most likely to get her belongings, the news that she had allegedly cheated on me with her co-worker took the wind out of my sails. Isa had supposedly cheated on me with their colleague. I wanted to know if there was anything I could say or do to help mitigate the calamity that was developing. Even though I anticipated that it would be too late, I made the decision that it would be preferable to at least offer her the opportunity to reconsider her mind. It wasn't long until she made another appearance, this time wearing her most beloved clothing and carrying a little luggage and a coat in her hands. I had already gotten to my feet and was prepared to greet her by that point in time. "Is it really certain that you wish to carry out this task?" As she exited the building through the front door, she responded. Despite the fact that she had viewed a recording of a lottery show that took place several months ago without realizing it, I made the decision not to tell her about it. She did not have a lucky draw for her ticket. My selections were identical to the winning numbers from the previous broadcast, which I had previously watched. I thought it would be funny to see how she would respond to winning the lottery, even if it was a terrible plan. Today was the 1st of April, and I thought her reaction would be funny. The fact that it was a joke about April Fool's Day was not something I had the opportunity to communicate to her. She would soon discover that I was the only one who truly emerged victorious. I acquired my freedom to talk about the luck of the Irish by getting rid of my cheating wife for the price of a lottery ticket. I also won my freedom through the lotto. If you want to make sure that your second shaft does not cheat on you, you should subscribe to our channel. Additionally, you should be sure to listen to the following story because this one is nothing in comparison to the one that comes after it. If you are younger than 18 years old, you should not even consider listening to the following one.